Hola, hola, bienvenidos a Esperanza Pense, donde la Esperanza Pense. Welcome to Esperanza Pense, where hope wins. I was just seeing if you could hear that. Like, the crows out here are squawking like crazy. And you could also hear the buzz of my brother in law working on not my next door neighbor's house, but like two down. So I just wanted you to hear like the ambient, comforting noise that's going on around me. But here we go. We're going to pull in some energy. Mercury Kazemi coming up. Mercury and Sun are conjuncting. Soon. Today see how fast I am with my right hand? I mean, I just did that without even thinking. I'm just like, bam. But with my left hand, I actually have to like think. And it's because my right hand isn't as quick as doing the, like, this is the hand that has to do the pulling. So it's actually my right hand that needs the work here. But I know I'm obsessed with like this whole exercise of training both sides of the body. But Uranus is in Gemini, folks. So we all know that, we need to shift and change the way that we think about the way that we do things, the way that we logistically prepare, the way that we use our hands, and the way that we use our bodies. Okay. So today we're pulling in the energies for the 12th of September, 2025. And the news, here, you can hear it now, I think. They were just like pop, 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 pop. It's just cool because, like, I really like to, you know what? Oh, there's the Hermit reversed. That's our jumper for today. I will get to that in just a second because I want to tell you a funny story. So my brother-in-law and the construction company that they work for, I was teasing him. I said, what are you doing? Just like working your way down the block? Because they were working at a house like 5 down. Now they're working at a house like 3 down. I'm like, well, if I stick it out long enough, maybe you'll come over here and make this house beautiful and renewed again or whatever. But every time that his truck is out there, if his truck is dirty enough, I draw a dick on it. And one time we were at Fleet Farm. It was so funny. I was just with their kid. Their kid, my niece, had a soccer. Oh, I think you might have caught a glimpse of her in the Moon Tarot video. You should check it out. So my niece had a soccer game, and we were all at the soccer game. And then after, I was like, I had to go shopping at the Fleet Farm, and apparently so did they. So they went shopping at the Fleet Farm. Their daughter was with me, actually. After the game, oh yeah, this is what happened. After the game, my niece came with me back to my neighborhood because she's best friends with my neighbors. So she came with me. I dropped her off at the neighbors. Then I went to the Fleet Farm. My sister and brother-in-law were there, and I saw them. And I bought a latte for my niece that day when she was with me after the game. Freaking $8 for like some canned corn and mayonnaise. Like, the guy didn't even put cheese in it. It was intense. It was just like, are you serious? Like, I get the hustle, but come on now. Let's be real. Like, it's not like you grew that corn yourself and it's non-GMO or whatever. But anyway, so I go to the Fleet Farm. Oops, my phone. I usually keep, as Janice well knows, I usually keep my phone on airplane and in a drawer. My phone is in a drawer, but it's not an airplane, so you hear the dinging. But anyhow, I was at the Fleet Farm after the soccer game or whatever, and I saw my sister and brother-in-law, and I knew that they weren't in the checkout line when I was. So do you know what I did? I went back to my car. I saw where their car was parked. And I took my hand sanitizer. I have like this jumbo bottle of hand sanitizer. Trust me. I have a jumbo bottle of hand sanitizer in the car. Because, you never know. And you never know when you're going to have a shot of reality, right? No, but I like to, I do a lot of stuff with my hands, and I like to just have a little something around. So anyway, but I have a jumbo bottle, so I have hand sanitizer for days. So I went over to their car and I drew a huge dick on the windshield with my hand sanitizer. Well, they never thought it was me. He was like, wait a second, I thought it was like my other friend Sumo. There's this other guy that we know, his nickname is Sumo or whatever. He's like, I figured it had to be Sumo. And then he like went through all the friends and then he was like, you know what? I knew it wasn't you because you wouldn't waste hand sanitizer like that. And I was like, "Don't worry, bro. I got a jumbo bottle." Okay, so enough of my anecdotes. The Hermit Reverse is a card of getting out there. The Hermit Reverse is like knowing that, like, okay, phone, I hear you. The Hermit Reverse is knowing that, like, we have gained our enlightenment. Remember the past like couple days we've had the Hanged Man, another major arcana. Oh, and by the way, thank you for being here. And also, if you're not familiar with the tarot, if you ever see a card with a Roman numeral on top, that's called major arcana. And I have videos about the major and minor arcana. I'll put a link up here and you can learn the difference. But basically, the major arcana cards, the one with the Roman numeral here, larger overarching archetypal themes that we're dealing with over time. Not just like in the next 5 minutes or the next 6 hours, but over the next couple weeks, months, okay? So with the Hermit reversed, we're dealing with energy of like, and again, with the reversals, as if you've been on this channel for a while, like, thank you so much that you've been here. And if you haven't, well, welcome. And what we've been, gosh, do you hear these crows? They're losing their fucking minds. But anyway, what we've been talking about for a long time is that when cards are inversed, that's usually energy that we have to work on in our own selves, in our own bodies. And then when we use this energy appropriately, then it comes through clean and clear in our reality, right? So we know that Hermit energy in general, it doesn't matter if it's upright or reversed, it still means the same thing. It's 9 energy. It's energy of just getting to the precipice of a culmination, but this is the energy of like the solo journey of doing what I can do for myself and by myself and studying what I need to know on my own time so that I'm clear about who I am when I come back down to reality. And with the Hermit reverse, we do have to come back down to reality. We do have to interact with actual people in actual time, on actual soil, in the actual world. Hermit upright has a choice. They can take their illumination and use it to illuminate their own cave at the top of the mountain, or they could climb down from the mountain and take what they've learned in solitude and contemplation and prayer and meditation. They could take that illumination and either illuminate. Oh my gosh, I've been thinking about the book of Matthew in the Bible a lot lately. Hold on, let me grab my Bible really quick. We're just gonna do this. I am in the mood today, you guys. That's our jumper card, but let me grab my Bible real quick and we're about to read something. And you know what? It's kind of annoying because I do have the NIV version and I prefer King James, but the book of Matthew is my jam. There are so many bangers in here, and one of the bangers that I'm thinking of right now, I'm sorry, I should put the book up here so you can see. I mean, talk about book club. Like, this is the good book. Like, I'm not even kidding. But the cool thing about this one is that it's leather bound, and I really like that it's like actual like earthy, you know. But let's see. What I'm looking for is Huh. Oh, gosh, the Book of Matthew is just ridiculous. No. There goes my phone again. Oh, here we go. Okay, thank you. And thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me, and for like having patience with my process, because some days, like we say, I put the fries in the bag, and then other days I kind of extrapolate a little bit more. So we got our Hermit reversed as our flavor for today. And now I'm about to read from the Bible. So here we go. But no, and like I say, I wish I had the King James, but here in the NIV version, it talks about salt and light. And who doesn't love salt and light? Like, that's my jam, right? You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Which is wonderful. And it's also a contradiction to the part about giving alms. Was that in Isaiah? Well, anyway, we're not going to do a Bible study today, but we might do it someday. Who knows? Today, we're going to deal with the Hermit reversed, which is an energy of like needing to leave that solitude and come and bring your enlightenment to the people. Basically, all of that was just for that. Now I'm going to pray over these cards, and then we'll do our KWIK HIT Tarot. Thank you. Your past, present tense, near future. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. I really appreciate it. Here we go. Temperance, Three of Pentacles, and Page of Pentacles. Well, how wonderful. Pentacles are energy of earth, energy of like real life time, energy of actually doing things in actual reality. So we gotta love that. The Temperance card, now there's some debate. This could be Archangel Michael, this could be Archangel Gabriel. I'm leaning towards Gabriel because there's no sword. But you see these cups here? It's like the cups are in a continual mixture, right? We're mixing the water with the wine. We're not giving anything up. We're not like fasting. We're not, you know what I mean? We're in the luscious reality of time. We're thinking about our crown chakra, right? But we're also thinking about our third eye chakra right here. You see that? The three, the triangle. So what's the difference between our third eye chakra and our crown chakra, you ask? Well, the third eye chakra gives us the heads up, and the crown chakra gives us the connection. So if our crown chakra is healthy, and sweet and bright and open. We have a direct connection to God, and we don't need to go through all these other realms to get there. For example, I was in a chit chat on YouTube. Gotta love YouTube, gotta love the chit chat. And I was on a chit chat, and it was surprising to me that another person who was on the chit chat, this was on Jimmy Church, Fade to Black. It was last night, and another guy or person in the chat was talking about they were kind of surprised that my out of body experiences were on purpose. And basically, what it boils down to is that if you are open to connecting with the highest realms that you can, a lot of times you can avoid, supersede, or overtake or override the fourth dimensional bullshit that usually happens when we try to take an OBE or a dream time in reality these days. But when I was a kid, when I was growing up in the 80s, it was different. Like, I could access 5, 6, 7, 8, 9D without having to deal with like the riffraff and whatever. But it's just very similar, as in heaven as on earth. You know what I'm saying? It's just like going through a neighborhood, that you used to be able to walk through, right? And have relative autonomy and not have people robbing you, raping you, killing you. You know what I mean? Like, things have changed. Like, and the reason why things are changing in my IMHO, in my humble opinion, in my worldview, is because when you put fire to the feet of anybody, things are going to change really quick, you know, like quickly if I were a grammar police, and it's Virgo season, so whatever. But like, I think the temperance card here for us, basically what I'm going to boil it down to, is that what we need to do is keep a good foot planted on ground, but we also need to have connection with the angelic realms and with the unseen and with faith in the process. And I think that like for example, me reading tarot cards, I'm delving into my third eye chakra. You know what I'm saying? But I'm certain that my crown chakra is still lit. I'm certain I'm still connected to God. I'm certain that the energy and the messages that I'm swimming with, that I'm dipping my toe in, that I'm flapping my wings for, I'm certain that it's all for balance and it's all for blessings. The Three of Pentacles, speaking of blessings and balance, is cooperation. This is real earth energy card. This is really like, what are we doing on earth? We need to cooperate with one another. Maybe one of us has the spiritual insight. Maybe one of us has the money. Maybe one of us has the skills. Well, we all need to communicate and collaborate so that we can create a cathedral, a space, a cathedral, a esoteric, energetic, earthly cathedral, a real space where all of us can come and collaborate and cooperate. And then with the Page of Pentacles in the near future, yay, we can rely on the youngsters. This is young energy. This is youth energy. This is like, they haven't quite got a handle on how they're going to deal with their reality, deal with the earth, deal with their money, deal with their investments. But you know what? They're upright. They're on their feet. They're ready to go. The kings and queens are seated. They've already decided where they're at and where they're going and how they're going to stick to it. But the pages are like people that we could really rely upon to get this stuff going in actual reality. Oh my gosh, your quick hit was not quick today, was it? Either way, I love you, and I hope you love me back. And if you do, you do, and if you don't, you don't. That's okay. I love you anyway. All right, bye. See you next time.